Dawn channeling. I am Hatonn. I am with this instrument. I greet you, my friends, in the love and in the light of our infinite Creator. It is once more a great privilege to be with you. It is always a very great privilege to be of service, for there are far too many of your people to serve. We are here with you this evening. We will condition you. We will speak through this instrument. Be patient, for all things come to those who seek. Seeking, my friends, is the most important thing that you can do. All of us in this creation seek. What we seek is the important thing. Many of your people seek, but they do not seek things that are of value. Every day you are given suggestions of things that you should seek, but if you will examine them, you will find that most of them are of very little value. When you seek that truth that is permanent and everlasting, then you seek that which is of significance. We of the Confederation of Planets in the service of the Infinite Creator are here to help your people with their seeking. As I have said before, there are all too few of them who are even aware that such seeking is important. Actually, they have chosen their physical incarnation at this time for the purpose of seeking the truth of which I speak. They are, however, for the most part, unaware of this. This is unfortunate. We are attempting to remedy it in many ways, and we are enlisting as much aid as we possibly can. For your people at this time are in very great need of knowledge of how and what to seek. They have been seeking for so long within the material realms that most of them are totally unaware that seeking is possible within the spiritual realms. The religions of your world have, for the most part, eliminated the responsibility for individual seeking. This, however, is an extremely erroneous point of view. It is very necessary for the individual to seek truth, knowledge, and the ultimate and supreme level of the Creator if he is to grow in strength and spirit and understanding and take at some future time his rightful position in the Father's creation. This, my friends, is why seeking is so important. It is the only way for your people to get from where they are to where they should be. All of the people of this planet should not be where they are at this time. Unfortunately, they are in a state of trance. I have spoken of this before, and at this time will reiterate that they are truly in a state of trance. They have been hypnotized by suggestions of social systems which have been built up by erroneous thinking through many centuries. The only way to break the chain of foolishness that reigns upon your planet is to awaken your people with proper information. Unfortunately, as I have said, most of them at this time are not really seeking this type of information, for they see no need of it. Your societies have grown to such a state of confusion that the importance of that which is real has been subjugated to nothingness, where the importance of that which is man has been elevated to the only state of importance. Unfortunately, this condition is not being remedied at the rate that we would hope for at this time. We are striving and doing our utmost to help your people and to make them aware of the situation they are in, but they are not paying attention. We can only do so much. The more attention your people pay, the more that we can do. It is a simple matter of direct free will. If the population of a planet asks for our services, then we may give them freely. If only a portion of that population asks, then we must limit our services. If none of the population asks for our services, we are unable to give any of our services. For this reason, you find us in a state of hiding, you might say, at this time. For far too few of the people of this planet have asked for our services. Consequently, we must act through instruments such as this one to speak to you and tell you of the problems that now exist for us, and for you, and for the rest of the population of your planet. We suggest that you, as individuals, attempt to evolve as best you can on an individual basis, and at the same time attempt to, in your own way, act as examples of this evolution. By doing this, you will draw attention by maintaining a knowledge of truth. Through meditation, you will be examples. You can be nothing else. Those of your people who are in great need of truth and of understanding will notice that you are different. They will notice that you will have an inner peace and tranquility. They will notice many things about you. Then they will seek you out for information. At this time, you will be able to serve them as we are able to serve you. It is a difficult thing, my friends, to serve all of the people of your planet that wish service. Many of them do not know that service is available, and they do not know how to recognize the service once it is offered. Each one of them is a different problem, and there is not too much time left, my friends. Shortly, many of your people will be seeking much information. More and more of them at this time are seeking information. But they are difficult to communicate with because of their mixing with those who do not wish to be served. We must, therefore, increase the number of channels such as this one, and we must increase the amount of information that is given to your people by other means. I am sorry that I have taken a little more time than I expected to on this particular aspect, but at this time, we consider the dissemination of our information to the people of your planet of utmost importance. It must be remembered, though, that caution must be used, and as a general rule, the information should be presented so that it may be rejected. It is necessary to create within the individual an intense seeking that is his own, rather than to force upon him information that he does not request. Therefore, act as you are directed through your daily meditations, and we will, with you, succeed in bringing the truth that your people require at this time to them. I will leave this instrument now. I am Hatonn. I shall speak with you at a later time. I have been very pleased to be with you this evening. Adonai Vasu Baragas. Dawn Channeling. I greet you, my friends, in the love and in the light of our infinite Creator. It is a great pleasure to be with you this evening. As always, it is a very great privilege to be with you. I have been listening to your conversation. This instrument is correct in what he says about his reception about what we give him. He is an advanced instrument. He has been practicing a long time. He is able, now, to make his mind a blank, and this is necessary for ease of transmission. It is only when you clog your mind with your own thoughts that it is very difficult for us to get any through to you. This is why we request that you spend time in meditation. This is the only way that you will become practiced enough to transmit our thoughts as easily as this instrument does. He has been practicing now for many years. It was difficult for him at first because the people of your planet are not used to this form of communication and, therefore, are not aware of the simplicity with which it may be accomplished. It is not at all complex, my friends, and thinking about nothing is not at all complex. It is, as has been stated by this instrument, something like learning to ride a bicycle. Once you learn it, you do not forget it. But you must practice it to maintain a high degree of efficiency. Sometimes this instrument has difficulties, and at those times, it is necessary for us to condition him further. This conditioning, my friends, is simply a means of causing the individual to be helped to think of nothing. We hope that each of you, here in this room, will learn to do the same, because then you will be able to receive and speak our thoughts as readily as this instrument. He sometimes begins to wander in his thoughts as we transmit to him. When he begins to think of something or begins to think of the transmission, rather than simply relaying it to you, it sometimes becomes garbled, shall I say, or somewhat difficult. For this reason, it is necessary at times to stop and condition him once more, and then resume the communication. Errors are possible due to this same phenomena, but we correct these if these are out of limits of what we wish to give to you. The limits of what we wish to give you are always limited by those receiving. We can only transmit that which is acceptable to those who are receiving it. We cannot, shall I say, go over the heads of the receivers. For this reason, we are hopeful that the grades of people who receive our communication are not too mixed. We would request that groups of relative advancement be made. Putting a new person who is unfamiliar with what we have to give to you with a group that is somewhat advanced in its study of philosophy limits us to a communication that would be acceptable to a new person. It is, therefore, requested that you keep this in mind when forming groups of people who listen to our communication. My brother Laitos is in the room with you this evening, and he will condition you as this instrument is speaking. I have concluded this portion of my communication, and I will allow this instrument to rest for a short period, and then I will continue with another communication. I thank you very much for your patience in listening to me, and I hope that what I have given to you will be of service to you in your evolvement as channels. I am Laitos. I greet you, my friends, in the love and in the light of our infinite Creator. I am with you this evening in the room. It is my duty to condition each of the new instruments. You will feel my conditioning. It is only necessary that you think of nothing, and you will be most receptive to my conditioning. Please allow your body to follow any of my suggestions. You will feel the effects of my conditioning. Do not be alarmed, for this is very natural. It has been done for thousands of your people. It is somewhat different from what you normally experience, but we of the Confederation in the service of the Infinite Creator are very familiar with these types of contacts. They are a way for us to work across the boundary that seems to separate you from us. Actually, there is no separation. It is an illusion, but it is very strong for you at this time. So, please be patient and help me to work through this barrier and communicate with you. It is a great privilege to have this duty, and I am skilled in doing this. Please bear with me, for it takes a little bit of experimentation for each new vocal channel, for each person is, shall I say, tuned in a slightly different manner. Therefore, try to relax and think of nothing. I will leave this instrument now. I am Laitos, Adonai. I am Hatonn. I greet you, my friends, once more, in the love and in the light of our infinite Creator. We have been conditioning this instrument. It is helpful, even in the case of an advanced instrument, to condition him at times. We will now meditate. Concentrate, my friends, on that which is all. Let your thoughts become one, for all is one. Become aware of the one great all. Become aware that you are one and that one is all. Do not separate yourselves from anything. My friends, you are not separate from anything. There is only one thing. That one thing is truth. Truth is. It is all about you. It speaks to you. Listen to it, and you will know it. Truth is in your sky. It is in your trees, in your fields, and in everything that is the Creator's. Do not be concerned with anything but this truth. Questioner. A question was asked about changes in physical bodies due to physical vibration. I am Hatonn. I am with this instrument. I am requested by him to identify myself. I am Hatonn. I am with you in the love and in the light of our infinite Creator. These changes will have an effect upon physical bodies. They will destroy physical bodies. This has been occurring upon your planet for long in its history. There has been a physical destruction of what you know as the physical body. I shall now speak through this instrument using no control. I have said that there will be the destruction of the physical bodies upon your planet. This is a necessary consequence of the physical change. We of the Confederation of Planets and the service of the Infinite Creator are aware that within your illusion much attachment is in evidence with respect to the physical. The body that you know as your physical body is as much a part of the illusion that you now experience as the illusion created by the people upon this planet. It is only necessary to avail yourself to the knowledge of reality to understand the reason for what you consider the physical body. It has been stated earlier this evening that it is necessary to understand the words written in one of the holy books that have been given to your people. These stated that even though you should walk through the valley of the shadow of death, that you would fear no evil. These words have reference to that which you consider as the destruction of the physical body. So what you're saying is that regardless of whether or not people raise their vibration, their physical body is going to be destroyed? Your physical body will be destroyed. You are aware of this. There is not a single physical body upon the surface of this planet that will not be destroyed at some time in what you consider to be the future. You have an awareness of this and expect it, as do all of the people of your planet. This is what you know as death. It is a natural cycle for the physical body to be destroyed. It is alarming to most of the people who inhabit this planet to assume that their physical body will be destroyed before they expect it to be destroyed. However, it is possible at your present level of awareness in the physical to expect this destruction at any particular time. Will all the bodies of all the people of this planet be destroyed during the changes that you have stated, or will some people be taken with their bodies in your craft off the planet? There will be a change of density, of vibration. The physical body, as you now know, will not be in evidence in the fourth density of vibration. You would have no need for this dense a body. If you were to retain it, you would not pass into the fourth density. Do you wish to retain this and remain in the third density of vibration? I think not. Do you know what you desire? What is death? What is the physical body? What's the process of translation that you have spoken of? Is it what we call death, or is it something else? There is no death. The reason that you presently have the concept of death is that you are unable to communicate in your present state of awareness with those whom you consider dead. There will be no inability to communicate between levels of awareness when the planet has moved into what is considered fourth density. Therefore, there will be no awareness of the concept of death. All physical bodies that now exist upon this planet will, in the future, not exist. This would occur even if there was no change of density, for it has occurred in a cyclical manner throughout all of the history of this planet. Why would this process be of any importance? Should we practice death during our meditation, so to speak, to make the transition easier? Practice the process of leaving our bodies? There is only one thing to practice. That is meditation. How long is it going to be before the Big Bang? Dawn, so that he can get some more credit cards and cancel some more appointments. Dawn, channeling. I am Hatonn. I am Hatonn. I am with this instrument. I am with you, my friends, in the love and in the light of our infinite Creator. This instrument, due to his awareness of the nature of this question, is reluctant to attempt to channel this specific answer. However, I have given to him the concept the technique for arriving at an answer to this question. The system of numbering to be used will involve years in your language. The number derived will be the number of years predicted by us to the best of our ability. We are sorry that it is necessary to use this technique. However, this instrument is reluctant to attempt to channel information of this specific nature for several reasons. One of these reasons is that it is information that is not desired. However, my friends, it is necessary at this time that we act with specific boundaries and limitations. Therefore, we are suggesting once more to this instrument that he give to you the ideas that we have presented to him. I will leave this instrument at this time. I am Hatonn. Adonai Vasu Boragas. Unknown channeling. I am Philip. I am Philip of the Brotherhood of the Seven Rays. I am using control over this instrument. I will speak with you this evening in love and light. I shall address you shortly as I condition the instrument. Please be patient. We are now with the instrument. I am Philip of the Brotherhood of the Seven Rays. Yes, my friends, I am here with you this evening, and I am aware of your seeking. It is very difficult loving in the society that you now enjoy. So spend much time in seeking, for you are constantly confused and drawn into unimportant problems. Your daily lives are beset by many difficulties, and this makes it difficult for you to seek the Father through meditation. My friends, the Father is infinite, and in everything you do, and in everything you see, and in everything you touch, there is nothing but the Father. For He is, and you are. He and you are one, and I and you are one, and we are all one, beloved ones. There is nothing else but the Father and I. When you go through your daily lives, know this truth and demonstrate it in everything that you do. For this, my friends, is that which is truth. This is the truth that you seek. This is the truth that we all seek. For when we know this, my friends, there is nothing else to know. Throughout your planet, my friends, there are many, many peoples of many, many races, and each of them think many, many things. But you must see them, and you must know them as one. For each of them is part of the Father as a part of you. And all that is necessary for you to realize this is to open your eyes and see. For man on earth has these eyes, but what he sees is, for the most part, something that he designed for himself to see. The Father, my friends, made the creation. We are the creation. We are the Father. We are all one. It is impossible to be anything else. No matter where you are, what you think, or what you do, this fact remains that you and all of your brothers and sisters throughout all of this infinite creation are one single, great, living being. Not only brothers and sisters, but all of life, and all of the trees and flowers and rocks, and all of the foliage, and all of the planets and stars are part of that one great being. And yet, man on earth attempts to separate and divide and subdivide. And this is not truth. And yet he does not realize, for he is yet in a state of ignorance brought on by his own misdirected thinking. And yet truth is simplicity itself, and yet he has complicated this truth to such an extent as to kill his fellow creatures in great profusion. And he has generated such hatred for his fellow creatures, and in doing so has generated this hatred for himself. For to hate your fellow men, my friends, is to hate yourself. And in doing so, he has brought upon himself terrible, terrible grief. For what could be worse than inflicting pain and destruction upon oneself? And this is what he does. There are millions and millions and millions of planets throughout the creation, and these are inhabited by millions and millions of people, people like yourself. And yet, they do not hate, they do not fear, they do not envy, they do not show greed, they do not judge. For how is it possible to do any of these things if there is only one being? For in doing any of these things, it is nothing but a self-inflicted wound. I and my Father are one. These are true, these spoken words. I and my Father are one. And each of you, as all people throughout all the creation, one. One. Know this and this alone, and you will know enough. But know it, my friends. Do not think it, do not speak it, do not accept it. Know it. For when you know it, you will then know love. It has been a great privilege to be with you this evening. I am profoundly grateful for the opportunity. I leave you in love, for there is nothing else. My peace be with you.